We're doing really good. Don't blow it now. We're doing so good. Got almost halfway through the intro
You're
without you
almost
talking.
there,
This is
and
no.
then you fucked it all up.
Sounded good for a minute.
Who's that?
Okay, first question. If you were looking at a photograph that was intentionally blurry, like it was supposed to be blurry, and then you put on glasses, would it be clearer that it was blurry, or would it be blurrier? Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to be blurry, but then you have glasses on and still blurry. Is it
You're both wearing
blurrier or
glasses
is it
tonight.
clearer, technically?
It's more clearly blurry.
Well, how about if,
Ah.
all right, it's a blurry picture, and if you put on your prescriptions, it's still going to be blurry. If you put
Okay.
on your fake plastic pieces of shit, $5 store now.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, is the artist in his art opening at the gallery going around being like, please take your glasses off? You're ruining. This isn't the intended way to view it.
Oh, what's
Actually,
the
could you
intended way to
step
view
back?
it? Going
Well,
like
it's
this?
supposed to be blurry. Yeah, like, like if you were like squinting at it, he'd probably be like, she gets it. She sees what I'm trying to do here with my art.
Oh, I got. So what's this leading to? Do you have a blurry
Ah,
picture
it's
for us
just
to
curious if you
examine?
guys.
Hi,
I think
Andrea.
a couple weeks ago, I was asking if mold was good for you. Would you eat it?
Oh yeah, God, that was. You know, I thought about that for a couple of days. That's
See, I
gross.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
see
gross.
that it
Hey,
worked.
Chanel is in the audience. Yay! Hi, Chanel.
Chanel.
Yep,
Who?
my friend. She's a real friend in the audience on my channel. She should be. Hello, Chanel. How
Oh,
are
I
you?
Hello,
was looking
Chanel.
to-
Welcome.
Hello,
Yes,
Chanel. I was
I
looking
think.
to put them up on
Oh,
the screen.
you know
but I
what?
don't
You
see
no,
it.
you would love her. She's really cool. She didn't
Well,
say anything.
I'm
She
not.
just said, "Hey, she's cool."
I'm
girl.
not like necessarily the friendliest guy in real
Maybe
life,
we'll
so
bring her on.
Yeah, you're kind of a piece of shit, honestly. Just a little bit, though.
I am not. I'm telling you, my reputation is way cleaner than the real life version.
Oh yeah, it's like Dr.
Yes,
Jekyll
I
and
can.
Mr. Hyde.
I can already tell.
You
It's
two-faced
it's
fuck.
it's okay. I can read. I have radar.
What? You don't believe me?
No, I do believe you.
Oh,
I do believe you.
no, I'm pretty.
We're not on lie detector, are
I'm
we?
an open fucking book. I mean, this is it. There's nothing. It gets
Open
considerably more
book.
boring than this, but this isn't that not boring to begin with. So
Too funny.
this is it. One time somebody said you should run for office, and I was like, man, that's not. I'm just gonna start telling it like it
No.
is, and people are gonna be like, I'm not here for it.
Yeah.
A little
It
too
was like
honest.
when I was going to school and I thought I would be a certified alcoholism counselor. So I started taking the CAC. And then I realized I couldn't do this because I would be yelling at them. I'd be saying, listen, asshole. I don't know. I had no pay. And I've been a partier, but I couldn't do the degree itself. I didn't feel like I would have the empathy. Isn't that something? Because I do now for people. I just don't remember then.
Huh.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
really wanted to do it. So I went on and got other degrees, but not that one. So what's going on, everybody?
You know, just kind of relaxing. I'm sitting in my chair. As you can see, I got a chair.
I
Sitting in.
see, Andrea. It
Pretty
looks
comfortable.
Chair.
Andrea, I have something to tell you as soon as I fix this screen.
What?
Guess who I found that we thought might be dead? From your channel that watched us all through the pandemic.
No way.
Is it Jake? Is he
Nope.
back?
No. Starts with an R. Retro Boomer.
Holy shit. Retro
Yeah.
Boomer is that
He's fine.
guy
I
His
found
liver's
him.
still
troll
going,
me
yeah.
I
so
found him
much.
2 days ago, and he would put it. He put up that Rod Serling video that I ended up editing. So I told him, I said, "Hey, you're not dead," and he's like, "No." Okay, well, here. Guess what? I made a video out of the video you just put up. So he put it. He went to my channel, and it was nice. I said, he should join the community and not be a grouch. Remember when he was so grouchy?
That's
Yeah,
what
well,
I'm
he
saying.
had
Like he was so
jaundice.
mean
He
to
was
me.
Yeah,
dying.
but we
He had
can.
liver
But
failure.
obviously, he's not dead. So
Self-inflicted, by the
obviously,
way.
we can make him feel good on our channel chat. I know, of
Eh,
course, it's self-inflicted.
I'm waiting for my apology from
alright,
that
wait.
Santa bearded fuck.
Andrea, remember what you said? You just said it's his fault, right? His fault.
Self-inflicted. That's
Okay.
right.
Well, that's why I felt like I couldn't be the CAC. I couldn't be a CAC because I
right.
was angry and
You'd
I
have
had.
to deal with that fucking guy. This guy's like leaving comments on my videos. I bet you voted for Joe Biden. Or
But
whatever. Give
I
me a break.
found him. I found him, and I think it'll be hilarious if he ends up in one of the chats.
Yeah, more than once he told me commenting on a piece of art I did. This borders on slavery, and I was like, "What?" Or he's like, "This is racist," and I was like, "What the fuck?" And like leaving him at like 3 in the morning.
Because he was
So
probably
like, how long's it been up there
hammered.
before I have a chance to like censor this? You know what I
He
mean?
was
Is
Like,
probably-
give
three
me a break.
fucking? Oh, you have a chance to censor it? What was that?
Well,
You wake up
Yeah.
in the morning and
Okay,
you
let's-
just
Oh yeah,
decide-
that's why I needed people coming
Yeah, you
around
gotta
being
get
like,
up
"Yeah,
and
this
sit
guy's
I am-
racist."
We gotta go. We gotta activate the censor.
I'm gonna
Like,
find
why would you use the word censor? Like, say delete. Don't like admit. Like, yeah, I'm gonna
Find the
wake up and
comment.
censor it in the morning.
All
Like,
right,
as soon as
hang
I
on.
get up,
Censorship is
censor.
not censorship isn't all bad. It can be bad.
Oh,
Censorship isn't look, some people need to be censored.
like Retro Boomer, for example. Censor the shit out of that guy.
Well,
It's a-
I just thought
I
it was
never
like,
said the
we
First
thought he
Amendment's
was
alive and well in
dead.
my comment section.
No, the First Amendment died ages ago in the letter. This is a letter hack controlled show. You know, don't make any mistakes. You'll
Right.
end up like Jake.
I can't find the video. I wanted to read you the comment that he wrote, but oh well. I'm trying to
No,
look
he
for it.
would go out of his way to be really like, I'd be like, dude, we're trying to be cool here. What is
Really
what's the
cantankerous and cranky?
what happened?
Yes, cantankerous and cranky. But I'm good at dealing with cantankerous and cranky people. So I was just happy. I thought, wow, you're not dead. Wow, this is cool. I didn't know. Didn't
Yeah.
we think he was dead?
Why
I
not? I
thought,
mean, you know.
yeah.
Oh
don't
no,
know,
but
it's-
yeah, because he was saying it.
Why?
He was saying
Yeah, but why did it just like popped up in my feed after like for no reason, and I was holy shit.
hey, there's a big difference between being fragile and just not being here for it. Like I don't give
That's a really good point.
I love
and
when
this is why
people-
let me answer the question if
Fragile.
you don't
Yeah.
mind. Because there is a huge difference between
Hi,
being
Del Sol.
fragile and just, I don't have
Sometimes
time for this shit. And like for me, for example, I don't have time for this shit. Letterhack, he's fragile as hell. This guy, as soon as the show is over, he starts crying.
Fragile. Oh gosh, stop.
ooh.
But listen, fragile. Fragility.
Now
or
I'm
being
down here for actually I like it down here.
Listen,
Let me keep it-
fragile
let me
is
stay down
not
here. Bottom
so
bunk.
bad. I think fragile means empathetic.
I'm
and
fragile.
caring.
Look at the fucking world
Who
we live in.
deleted-
Can everyone
I am
just
fragile
ease
as
up?
fuck.
Can
If
everyone
someone
just
is mean
give
to me,
everyone
I
a
will
break?
cry myself to sleep if someone is mean to me.
Don't
I will not
hide
use
it,
the internet
Looney.
for 3 days, sometimes
Looney,
4.
don't
If someone
hide
even if they're not mean to me and I just think they're mean to me, I will run for the hills. I cannot handle it.
The
right,
world needs to
we're
fucking let up on each
starting
other
all
for
over.
real.
We're starting all over. First of all, I don't think fragile's a bad thing. I don't think it is. I think it means empathetic. Leave it alone.
Okay. If fragile means that people piss me off and I want to beat them up, I'm fragile.
No, that's
So
not
I'd
fragile.
rather remove their comment and act like it never happened than live with that sort of anger. And this is how I manage it.
All right.
Every
we're
time you
over.
log
So-
in, you scroll your comments, which we
We're-
all know
we're
you do like
over.
every 15 minutes. You don't want to
It's
read that every time you do it.
over.
Wait, hold on. I got to check my comments.
We're
It's
gonna
like
scare
my wife's
everybody
like,
away.
what's the matter? Did you get a call? Why are you up? And I'm like, I'm looking for comments.
No, I got a new comment at 2:14 a.m.
You don't have your notifications on for that, do you?
I don't have any note. My machines
Me
don't make
neither.
noises.
Me neither. And my phone goes in the other room at night because I don't want it anywhere
There's
near
no
me.
beeps. There's no boops.
Me
There's
too.
no little things that come up on the screen going, hey, guess what? So-and-so just said this on Discord. I don't have any of that. I'm very good at keeping
Okay,
up
Del
on it.
Sol.
Could you imagine
I love
living
you,
like
Del
that?
Sol.
Like you wake up
Verde.
every day and it's just like you have like maybe 12 seconds in between beep, beep. You ever okay, I was watching this YouTube video whoa, what was that? I didn't even see the comment. Anyway, I'm sure it was I was watching this YouTube video and someone was talking about how their phone overheated. Like they woke up in the morning, they touched their
Overheated?
phone and they overheated because like they were in a news article and they got a lot of like texts or whatever. And like their phone was kept getting notified. So like they touch it and then it hurts their hand.
Well, wait a
Wow.
minute.
First
Did
of
they
all,
have,
why is that even possible?
did they
Second
have
of all,
it under
imagine
the covers? Did they
no,
have
it was just on the end table, I think. But like, why do people have notifications for that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, man?
I
I will reply to a text message like maybe once a week. I'll open up my text messaging app, you know.
Oh, I look.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I don't get back, you know. It's just
I
I
look
used-
at them. I just don't put the noises on. You know, it's I have post-traumatic noise on the phone
Oh,
syndrome.
yeah,
Because my
I hate that.
ex-husband, if I did have any bings, Doug would go, "Who is it? Who's calling you? What's on the phone?"
Mm.
And I'm like, "Oh God, I can't have any notifications on because this man is having a coronary over the fact that somebody's texting."
goddamn coronary. Can you imagine?
I went to the gym one
He did,
morning.
Andrea, 4 stents.
I went to the gym one morning. It was like
Oh, Lord.
4:45 a.m.
Yeah.
And it was the same 12 people in the gym every day. It was great. No surprises,
good.
right? And that's
And
why
then
we
the
all went.
13th guy came in.
And then I get out of the car, and this guy was like getting at his car, and he goes, "Way to go, Matt!" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, man, 4:44 or whatever," right? I was like, "I'm a little early," and I was like, "That." Anyway, so then we go in, and somebody, as soon as I go in, somebody else is like, "Hey, dude, nice work," and I was like, "What?" And they're like, "We read that article," and this is an AP News interview with me went out to like 300 some news outlets overnight. And so everyone who I knew saw it. And then I looked at my phone for the first time and it was lit up. But I don't, but just
Like
in
you just
text,
wandering into the
text.
gym. Let's go, Matt, man.
Yeah, I was like, well, this is
Awesome."
weird.
And
I was
you're
like, what the fuck is everyone cheering me on for? Like, I'm barely awake. I used to
That's
get so
awesome.
ripped.
Oh.
I would
Oh.
like pull like
Where
3
you're ripping
huge
bingers at
bingers
3 a.m.
yeah, at like 4:15. Then I would drive to the gym, run 3 miles in like 20 minutes, and then I would work out for like an hour, and then I would stretch for like 45 minutes. Then I'd eventually get to work. And then when everyone else came in, I would go get breakfast. It was great.
What
And
a
I'd work till
life.
midnight. I'd work till like
What
11
a
midnight.
life.
That was crazy.
Oh, I have an announcement. Okay, my
Hit it.
announcement is I'm testing something. So, anybody that's watching me, all 21 of you beautiful people. Okay, I monetize this and I'm experimenting because I want to know when the ads show and what kind of ads do show. If anybody will take notes or something and tell me afterwards, I want to know what kind of ads show because I'm trying to figure out who the hell advertises.
Do you have ads
know.
turned on right now
Yes.
for this show?
Yeah, I did because I wanted to test the ads.
I thought we weren't doing ads during
no,
Left Past
this
10.
is that's why I'm saying
Here we
this is
go.
a
Here we go.
test. This is a test.
Oh, are we all allowed to make money off the test?
Am I going to make money? I don't make.
I don't know. Is it monetized? You're
I make.
getting ads.
You want to know how much I make on this goddamn channel? Nothing.
Hey,
Okay.
every little bit counts. Hold on.
but
Turn the
this is-
fucking ads on. Wait a
It's a
sec.
test.
I would just like to say that I don't have ads on. I'm not even streaming. So
I know, but I really wanted. I forgot to tell you all in the beginning. It's a test. I want to know when they show because I specifically said every 24 minutes, so it wouldn't be a lot. But I want
That's a lot.
that's a
Ev-
fuckload.
what, 24 minutes to show, and then an ad comes on, you press
Why
skip and
24
go?
minutes? Like, should
I
we all
don't
just sit
know, it
here at
was
the
a
24-minute
test.
mark and just take a break?
I have never done this before.
Are
I
we gonna?
need
Are
Let's
we? Am I
talk
gonna get
about
a
it
cut
and
from
then
any of
do it.
these ads? Like
This
both of
was
you are
the
running ads. I'm not running
No,
ads.
I
Like,
don't
am I
know
gonna get a
what
cut out of this?
I don't
I
know
know what
what
kind of ads I
runs.
get. I will
I don't.
watch. No, I know what I get. I can tell you this. This is, and it's weird. I get 45-minute to 2-hour like podcast as an ad.
Oh,
And
really?
And
then
I'm
you
like,
watch the whole
it's
thing.
an hour and a half fucking show, right? And then an ad comes up in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and I'm like, okay, what's this ad before I skip my own ad? And it's like 2-hour and 20-minute like TED Talk style thing, not an
That's
actual
wild.
TED Talk. And
I
I'm like,
don't know what mine are.
who the fuck watching one of my
Yeah.
pre-recorded or previous live streams is going to be like, ooh, what's this 2-hour thing? Let me watch this during the hour
Yeah.
15-minute.
It's
That makes
just,
no sense.
well, isn't it just an ad for the longer podcast, obviously? But
Yeah, make it like a
it's
fucking
The
not gonna
whole
be
show
thing,
or
though.
something. Yeah. Why would you run the whole goddamn thing as an
The whole
ad?
thing.
I don't
And
know. I
usually,
don't
like
know
the
how
first
any of
10
this
minutes of a
works.
podcast are the worst part. Like, you ever watch those podcasts
Yeah.
and the first 10 minutes are like, "Hello, everybody.
See, I'm
Welcome to
glad
I'm
my
with the
my
guest.
chat's gonna help me here to make me understand. I mean,
Dude, I was stoned. Okay.
I would love
Get
to
high and run
know.
3 miles in 20 minutes, then work out for an hour and don't
Hi,
stretch for
Greg.
45 minutes. That's a problem.
Ouch.
I
All
would
right.
row. I was on the row machine for a long time. Oh man, I had such a great workout routine.
I loved my Les Mills body combat class that I took for years at Gold's Gym on the way to work or on Saturdays or after work on Thursdays. It was a
So,
mixed martial arts body combat. It
oh,
was
cool.
mixed martial arts and dancing. Oh my God, I loved it.
Check this out. So
Hi, Ernie.
I'm gonna do another segment. I've been doing a series. I'm up to part 5 on cute, the power of cute and soft
Yeah.
power and stuff like that, and how AI images are and Chat GPT, and I'm moving into like chatbots and stuff like that on next Monday's show. And in my
Ooh.
research, I was like, I came across more than one time that somebody was like talking about the Explorer page on Instagram.
Okay.
And how if you look at something for like 3 fucking seconds, the Explorer page it's all based on that. Know what I mean? It hears you talking about stuff. If you click on an ad or you hover on an ad for like a
Yeah.
few seconds longer than normal,
Yeah.
it adopts all that stuff. So now imagine, I didn't know about that page. And I was doing research for Denver Comic-Con where I would have to find images of some well-known cosplayers that were going to be guests at the Comic-Con. And like I was doing all kinds of campaign posters for Harry Potter. So I was looking up lots of Harry Potter stuff on Instagram. And then I found
Mm.
that fucking page. I was like, they made it part of the search page at some point. And I was like, oh my God, what is all this? It's like I found
Yeah.
somebody else's porn stash. I was like, whoa, why is this on my phone? What the fuck? I showed my wife. She's like, what the fuck are you looking at?
Get
And I
it
was like,
off
That's
your
right.
phone. Get it off your
I could look
phone.
right now. It's all Emma Watson pictures, and I never once searched for Emma Watson on any fucking thing, but I looked up Harry Potter a whole bunch because I had to make fake book covers of all these like specific books, like magic books that they have. I've never read it, never seen the movies. It was like a commission. So like I looked all this stuff up and Instagram, just like, oh, you like Harry Potter? Here's Harry Potter porn, essentially, like
God,
softcore
that's
porn.
great.
It was wild. I can't
I'm
How long
not
believe
on
is
that
it
shit
scrolling?
exists.
Instagram enough.
8 seconds,
But
9
it's-
seconds, 12.
Well, but it's not like they're showing you things.
Well, yeah, you
that,
just want to scroll the whole thing until it hits the button. You just want to see what they're showing you, right? Like it's not that you like the material. It's just you just want to see how brazen they are, you know?
No, I got right off the page, but like now it's part of the search page. So when you go to search, you can't access the search bar without seeing all this stuff.
So you
And
can't search for anything without
it's
just seeing
not-
porn straight beamed
It's
into
not
your brain?
targeted. Like there's a few comic book things in there, but the rest of it is like half naked comic book stuff. And I'm like, this isn't targeted.
Half
It's
naked.
targeted plus softcore porn.
Well, that's how every app works now. Is it's all porn.
Right.
Everything is porn.
I
Yeah.
don't
And it's
get
like
any porn
it's
in
like
any, but I
Instagram
don't
doesn't
have it.
realize there's actual porn on the internet. Like, I don't. I just
You'd be surprised.
imagine so many
Listen,
people being like, "Wow."
Twitter has the most disgusting shit that
Oh.
ended up in my feed. I mean, it's not
Twitter's
disgusting to the people doing it.
It
And
is
it actually isn't disgusting. It's the human body. Okay, I would say more like I was shocked at what was coming up on Twitter.
You
Holy
look at
crap.
anything on Twitter, the first reply is just some bitch posting her whole fucking tits and ass everywhere. It's like, okay, I
Oh,
mean,
this was
that's fine, but like, does it
men,
have to
I
be
mean,
the first
woo.
reply? You know,
Right.
like maybe let me scroll down a little bit first. You know, Jesus.
I just woke up.
His first reply.
I just
I
finished
don't
dinner.
check Twitter in the morning
Well,
just
I
for that
got lost
reason. You
on
never
that.
know.
I only use X to advertise my show or a couple of the people that I follow. That's it. But David Sirota's on X, but is he on Blue Sky yet? David
Yeah, he
Sirota?
uses a
is?
picture of mine for his icon. His
Oh, all right.
profile.
I'll have to look for him. I think maybe I followed him the other day. I watched David Feldman today, and I'll tell you what, he did a really good show today. So I actually posted his show and shared it on Blue Sky because it was that good. He was very emotional today.
What was he
Good
talking
show.
about?
Oh, everything. But when he talked about the fact that Mike Pence was talking about what a little Nazi, except he didn't say that word, Stephen Miller is, and he said he actually said Stephen Miller has been going down these rabbit holes. Well, David was like, I never thought I'd ever like something that Mike Pence said, but it sounded reasonable. Like, oh, what's going on with this guy? You know,
Mike Pence had an
he's trying to
entire
do
administration to do something
Yeah.
about that.
He's
What?
trying to do is like, I'm gonna die soon.
Yeah.
Let me like go out on
Right.
a high note. Bullfuck.
Listen, there's no reason for us to jump on it. I'm just relaying what
Oh, I'm
David
jumping. I'm
was-
jumping all over it.
Come on, Andrea. Come on, Andrea.
I mean,
come
Mike
on,
Pence
right
and
over here.
Stephen Miller are triggers. That's
Right, but
you can't really bring that up and say, but let's not talk about
I'm
it.
but for
triggered as
Mike
fuck right now.
Pence
I'm
to
pulling the trigger.
say that Stephen and I mean he's an evangelical, isn't he? So he's in a cult. But for Stephen Miller, that is going down, you know, a very extremist rabbit hole. David was he was kind of touched at it, I guess. It was kind of wild to see it. And he's funny. Oh my God, he's so funny. He can make you laugh, you know? Yeah, I didn't watch Sam today, but I did listen to David. I was out gardening. And you know I got help.
Why did you say it like that? What was that? What was that delivery?
This is like
I got
Sandy
I
is like,
help. Like,
I'm gonna talk
whoa.
about a bunch of things that you guys aren't allowed to talk about,
Whoa.
leading to stuff
can
that
talk
we
about
love to
anything.
fucking talk about.
Leading all crescendoing into, and you know I got help. Like,
I got help for my garden.
Sandy sends me this video of a guy working in her garden,
she sent
and
you
I'm
a
like,
video? Was
yeah,
this
and
on
I'm like,
Instagram?
Sandy's acting like I'm one of her girlfriends going, look at this hot guy working in
God,
my
he's
garden.
not
And I'm like,
hot
why
at
am I
all.
looking at this?
Well, first of all, he's not hot at all compared to me, you know what I like. And he's
you don't have to
31
fucking
years
throw the
old.
guy, the poor sap under the
He's
bus.
not listening.
This ugly bastard, fucking
he's
sick
not
fuck.
my
He's not
type of
hot at
person.
all. Is
Not
that why
to
you pay
me.
him? You know,
Not to me. Listen,
it's an ugly duckling.
it's just nice to have help, and
yeah.
people know
Yeah, well.
because goddamn, there's a lot to do.
Yeah,
But-
flipping switches, connecting wires.
Got that done too.
Need
yeah.
some charges.
It's nice to have light in my
Charging
bathroom
up.
after 2 months.
Good to just have
No.
like that little tingling feeling in your finger, a little
Chanel,
jolt.
you know who? Oh no,
Hold on.
you
And
don't.
then in the background of the video, Sandy is talking and using a tone of voice that I have never heard.
Really?
It was a little giddy. It was like,
Yeah, because all those weeds were going to be gone, and I
yeah,
wasn't
he's gonna
have
get those weeds.
Yeah, and I wasn't going to have to hurt my back. Do you know how disabled my spine has been this year?
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
just, you know,
God.
just invited someone over to pull my weeds for me, you know.
And you're like, don't hurt my back.
You guys make me laugh. That's
We
why I
just
like
got an ad
Wednesdays.
on Sandy's channel. The ads have been, everyone shut the fuck up for a second here. There's an ad running.
I knew tonight was going to be fun. I ate just the right gummy too.
So wait,
I love you guys.
how did
This
you
is-
rope this guy into, like, what was the deal?
Okay. I was in the
Rope.
grocery store and there was an ad.
You
that
met
he
him in the
was looking-
grocery store.
No, he was looking for work. So I called the number, talked to him for
Whoa,
a while.
whoa. There's a bulletin board.
Mhm.
So this is a small grocery store.
Yes. And we live in a small town.
So there's a bulletin board and it said looking for work, phone number.
Yeah. And he said what he could do.
Like
And
what? Dance,
yard work,
massage,
like fixing whatever.
yard
little
work,
things like that,
fixing
but
whatever,
Yard work for
phone
me
number.
was a big thing. Yes.
So he
Call.
said name, yard work, fixing whatever. Number. It literally said fixing whatever.
Fixing, repairs.
He needs to put that on a
home
truck.
repairs.
Like on the
Work-
sign
no,
on the truck.
It's a side job.
Call
so
me,
that
fixing whatever.
He works IT at home, but it's a side job. So he's helping me, which is great. It's working out perfectly for me and my back and my body because I
Oh.
hurt a lot.
That's
And
what I'm
not-
saying.
I was
Nice,
very
nice.
overwhelmed and
job.
very upset at the fact that I wasn't. Chanel knows because I was asking her friends.
You
to
called
help me.
him, and how long before he
I
was
hired him.
over?
4 days. We talked, and I asked him. I showed him pictures of the work, the garden, and he was like, "It's not that bad." Well, to me,
So
it
wait,
was
you
really
showed him
bad.
pictures of the garden, and his
Yes.
response is not bad.
Right. He could
He
do
said,
it.
"Not
and
bad. I can
and
fix
he-
whatever."
he got all the weeds out in one day, and now the next he's coming Friday, and we'll finish landscaping.
You gonna finish the
Listen,
job?
Matt, your wife has a beautiful garden. You know what it's like to build it. I have to build it.
Biophilic design.
Well, I have to build
right.
it every year because of the winters here, and I have to cover the rows. So this was really a win-win for me. I'm happy.
That's true. I agree with that.
It costs me a lot of money, but it doesn't matter. It helps me, and I'm not disabled and crying.
So
And I can plant everything.
So when he left, he was like, "Don't worry, I'll be back." And you were
Yeah.
like, "Good."
He has a
I'll be
gr-
back for some landscaping.
He has
Yeah.
a drag of a story though. He has a Canadian girlfriend, and so
Should you be
now
telling this? Is
Well,
this
Oh boy,
he's not going to care. I'm just going to
you're
say
taking advantage of the border crisis.
okay,
That bitch
yeah,
is stuck
yeah.
in Canada.
it's
this
no. He
sounds
can't go.
like
He's not going.
this sounds like can you fly my mother-in-law over or my mom over
Oh, it's
from Canada? It sounds like one of those.
Trump has ruined everything.
Is
for
he a
people.
Canadian prince? He's like, I'm a prince from Canada. I have a lot of money in an offshore account. Can you fly my mom here? Is it one of those?
No, he
Okay.
was just telling me a story, but I just thought it was poignant in the political sphere that it's.
So
you
how
know,
many
what's happening
times?
is making people
How many times?
miserable.
I mean, kind of everything is right. God, everything's relevant.
Touching everything.
How many times today? Touching everything. How many times today did you say, "Are you sure you don't need a glass of cool water or
Nobody was here
lemonade?"
today.
Yeah. How many times were you like, "Do you want to take a break?"
Nobody was here today.
Or when he was here?
Last Thursday,
Wow,
he brought his own water. Yeah, but he's coming Friday to finish up with me.
Were
Friday.
you like, so how much can you bench?
Would you say that he brought his water and you brought the lemons? What do you? Is that?
Yeah.
Lemons.
Lemon face. That's the name of
Listen,
this.
He's
this,
younger than my fucking kid. All right, knock it off.
Good for
boys,
you.
girls.
That's good for you. What are you talking? Hold on. What does that mean?
Listen,
Ageism goes both ways.
you understand?
Right? Doesn't it?
Show the video.
Roll the tape.
Are
And
we
then
allowed to show
every-
this video?
Yeah, he told me
Roll
I
the
could do it. I
tape.
took it of him. I told him it was going to go on my channel. I probably use it in a video.
How's it going, guys?
It's really
Just
cute.
Clearing the garden beds for Sandy so that she can grow some vegetables and fruits Hopefully we get it done today. She thinks it's going to be a big job, but I think we could do it.
Woohoo! I'm thrilled. See what the mess is I left, guys. You saw it. I already showed you.
You were
all.
right.
Brandon's
You
is
were right.
amazing. I'm so happy. Nothing
She
is
does
a
not
coincidence
talk like
in
that
this
on the
life.
show. That's for
And
sure.
I've been teaching him for the last hour everything that I could possibly tell him.
20 times smarter already.
See?
He does,
He has.
does
and guess
not
what?
talk like that on Left Past 10. I'll tell you
I've
that.
never
I've
heard
never
that
heard
tone
that
of
at
voice
all.
before. That
Never
giggling
in my
and
life.
He's
Never
from the
at
Bronx.
all.
Kid is from the Bronx, and his mom called. I
Wow.
said, "Tell your mother she did a good job." Yeah,
so you
No.
taught him a lot.
he's funny though. He goes, "Oh yeah, I learned a lot." What did he say? A lot, 24 hours, or all right.
Look, we have talked weekly for well over a year. I've heard sincerity, anger, fun, totally even keeled, normal stuff. I've never heard that tone
Never.
well,
from that
I didn't
video
even know it
before.
was
That was
possible.
giddy, excited. It was
Yeah.
very heightened.
did you see those weeds? They're not there anymore. Every single bed is perfectly, beautifully clean. That's a epic to. I'm not going anywhere you guys are. It was epic for me. Anybody that you have no clue. I'm not even going there. I'm
Must have been one hell of a gummy.
Oh shit. Listen, I feel so much better now that I don't
Yeah,
have to
that's
look at that
Generally,
mess out
the
there.
desired outcome. It's afterward, you're like, I feel great.
Mm.
Well, I needed that.
All right, everybody in my chat. I need somebody to come to my rescue here.
Look.
Oh, Chanel. She says, sorry, I couldn't come over before
You
he did.
keep saying
Chanel,
Chanel. I don't see them in the
she's in the
chat
chat.
at all.
She's on
I'm
my.
seeing.
Are they hidden?
Hello,
Matt's just
Jean.
insane.
Hi, Jean. Of course, I'm ignoring the teasing. It's making me laugh. I'm having fun. Actually, really. Yeah.
Back
somebody
off,
said,
Jean.
we all love Sandy, so we must fuck with her. Yes, automatically. Yeah, but I can take it.
Sandy,
Mhm.
do you? Okay, so you made that video and you said, I'll send this to Matt Strackbein, who won't fuck with me. Like, you really sent that saying, oh, I'll type in the letterhack at gmail.com and fire this off, and Matt will get back to me and be like, I love this. So wholesome.
man.
What did you think
I
was gonna happen?
You're so funny. Everybody's got to be laughing out there. I actually was going to use it as probably part of a gardening video.
The
for
first time it was
overall,
just
but
a picture of that guy, and I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck is this?
it-
There was like
because
nobody in the
it
email. It was just
it
that.
didn't come through. It didn't come
It was
through.
just
I
no
was like-
subject line. It was just
I was
an
like,
image of some guy that's at her house.
this is Sandy acting like we dish.
Ernie, right.
Right? Like we're dishing hens or something like that, right? Like,
I
oh my god, I
know.
gotta show Matt the picture of the guy I took in my garden, right? And I was like, why is she sending me this? Then I was like, how can I make fun of this? And then the video came over, and I was like, okay.
He actually put thought into how to make fun of this. I love it.
Well, then the
Listen,
video
I'm
came over,
having
and
a
I was
great
like, she
time.
knows I'm gonna do this. She knows I can't just look at this and be like, oh, so sweet. What's his
Chanel
name?
said the video would have been better with her in it.
Well.
And she wouldn't have charged that much. He didn't either, really. I thought it was reasonable considering I'm so disabled. God damn.
Wow. So grocery
No,
store ad,
Getting
guy
back to
says,
serious.
I can fix whatever.
Yeah.
And you're
Whatever.
like,
And you
hired.
you think about having a strange
Sight
person
unseen.
come to your house. Yeah, but it's okay because I'm nobody's coming into the house or anything. Garden's in the front, so I'm
No
reasonably.
references?
No, it was the talk on the phone was pretty good. Listen, I understood. This is a kid. It's a really good person. He works at home.
What kind of
No.
questions do you ask? Are you like, hey, no fucking around. You come over here, you're doing the work.
No, I said, I
You go,
hope
"You're
you
not-"
like. I hope you like weeds, not the good kind.
Oh,
Oh,
does he
Lord.
like the good kind?
I won't answer that.
Is he from Canada?
No, he's from the Bronx. He lived. People buy where I live because it's affordable. You know. All right.
So
We're not going
he
anywhere.
didn't come up from the Bronx though.
No,
That's
he
like
lives. He lives. You know, near
several
me.
hours.
Not too far. So it's great. Young guy. You know, bought a cabin in the woods, little property. I think it's really nice.
Could I ask a question that may seem
Yeah.
uncultured? Why is it the Bronx?
The Bronx, Yonkers. I don't know. Maybe the Bronx. What did
Why is
Bronx
it like?
mean?
What about
Or you can
the
call-
Manhattan?
Well, it's
No one
not
ever says
the-
that. Why is it
it's
the
not
The
Bronx?
Isle
the
of
Ukraine.
Manhattan.
I grew up calling it the Bronx because I'm saying I'm going down to the Bronx. That would be what happened.
But
But
why?
maybe it's not anymore, Andrea. Maybe I'm just old.
Bella Lugosi
Fashion.
says it's the Bronx.
It's the
Let's
Bronx. Yeah,
get it
baby.
straight.
It's the Bronx.
Why don't people just say, "Hey, I'll meet you at Bronx"? In Bronx.
That sounds like somebody's house.
Yeah,
Oh,
something
you're going to
yeah.
Bronx?
I'm
about
going to Bronx
Sheila,
tomorrow.
look up why it is called the Bronx or the Bronx. Look it up and let us know. All right.
Because it's named after the Bronx River.
That's it. So the Bronx River.
The Bronx River.
River. Yeah.
So the river is called the Bronx River, not Bronx River.
The Severn River, the Chesapeake Bay.
Bronx River. There's
Yeah,
a Bronx River
Mississippi
Drive.
River. No one goes Mississippi River. Look, Mississippi River. They say
Forget
the
about
Mississippi
it.
River.
Right. Way down upon them.
That would be funny as shit if people were like, "Oh man, we were on a road trip, went right over Mississippi River."
Oh,
That doesn't sound that weird.
it
old
really doesn't.
Mississippi.
It really sounds totally
Huh.
normal. You know
Huh.
what sounds weird is the Bronx. That's what sounds fucking weird.
My channel has 938 mods.
Like it used to be the Ukraine and now it's Ukraine. They just got rid of the
They dropped the.
identifier. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, T-Bone. Boy, we got a lot of people.
I
joining
love
tonight.
that. Hey, T-Bone.
Yeah,
you
he's
sound so cool.
He's an artist too and a writer. Interesting person.
That just sounded so natural the way you said that. Like you're back in
Yeah.
your bartending days. You're like, hey,
yeah,
T-Bone,
right. I
want a
just
beer?
saw him in the chat. Yeah. But he
Hey,
doesn't
T-Bone, what
drink.
are you drinking?
Yeah. What are you drinking, T-Bone? Yeah.
Been to Bronx?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if
That
he's
sounds
been to
normal
Bronx.
to
Been to
me.
Bronx
I've
today?
never been to New York. I'm not one of those fucking.
I've
trust
invited
fund
you,
babies
but
that goes to the big city and
I've
splurges
invited
you, but
$40 on a slice of
I'm
pizza.
not in the city. Yeah, wouldn't it would be fun to go back.
I love
And
that
I
place.
couldn't go when you guys were in Brooklyn. I couldn't do it, but
The
I'd love to
Brooklyn?
go. No, it's not the Brooklyn.
I'm so hooked on New York.
Brooklyn?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Just the
I'm
whole
tired
thing
of
is
these
so
fucking New York coastal elites taking up all the space. Fuck them.
Like
Let
Sam
someone in
Theater.
the Mississippi River, let them get a fucking YouTube show
Dusty.
You know-
Dusty. The Cult of Dusty. He's in Mississippi.
in the
nice.
river.
No.
Okay.
There's an AI
Looney
data
lives
center.
in Louisiana.
There's an AI data center that's a third of the size of Manhattan.
A third of where is it?
Uh,
that-
Georgia.
So they're acting like there's nothing here, that all this crap has to come back to the United States, and there's a lot of it here.
No, the data center.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for, high tech shit, and not
It's
just
just a bunch of hallways and server rooms.
nobody works in there.
Not like you would think. Not
Not like-
making
Not like
AI.
troll farms.
It is a Facebook data center, and they're making another one in Aiken, South
Yeah.
Carolina, which is like an hour, 10 minutes away from me, something like that.
Takes
But,
up a
I
lot
read
of
this.
land.
but when
article.
people get upset, like, oh, what's up with all the windmill farms and the solar farms? It's like, okay, fine. I hope you're upset about the data centers as
Yeah,
well, because that shit
they're-
is fucked
they're-
up.
Well,
I
they're
read this,
uglier, and
article
they're
about-
using everything.
Chat GPT and all the AI bullfucks. And well, I don't know. I'm sidebar on the sidebar. Did anyone see the statement that if you interact with ChatGPT politely and say thank you, that costs like millions of dollars and gallons of water to have
Yeah.
ChatGPT be nice to you? That's really funny.
Yeah, the
But I
water
was reading this
usage is to
article about
cool
how
everything off.
like kids are obsessed with like ChatGPT, like it's integrated into their daily lives.
Well,
Like
yeah,
every
they'll never
minute of
write
the
a
day, they're
paper
looking at
again.
the phone, they're asking questions. What color is the sky? Like, is this car driving toward me at 60 miles per hour dangerous? Should I get out of the middle of the road? Like, like, and like these kids are obsessed with ChatGPT, and it's making me sad.
Yeah,
I'm
my
crying.
show Monday is called Imaginary Friends, Gods, and Monsters.
Ooh.
It's all about AI, like that.
They're coming to
I don't
take
want to
you
do the
out.
whole show right now, but it's
No.
on
No,
that topic.
you got a
Andrea.
show
You're
coming
gonna
up.
have to tune in. You're really gonna have to tune in.
Gotta tune in.
I will. I tune into all your shows.
Yeah, and I
Even
think the
if I'm not
Vanguard's
in the
coming on that
chat.
same night. So the I got another good show coming up that you guys will like. The Virginia Hemp Coalition. It's gonna be like 5 people from there coming on at once. It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be, I like
A
group shows.
coalition of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's great. That'll be awesome. I have
My
no idea
channel
what's
name
coming up.
is this Chanel number Welch. Are you asking my channel name?
Yeah, the Letterhack.
YouTube.com/the Letterhack.
Right.
There you go.
Monday through Fridays. Mondays at 9 p.m., Wednesdays at 10
I'll
p.m.,
s-
Fridays at 10 p.m., and Tuesdays and Thursdays for the Letterhack Daily at 10 a.m. Eastern.
And I will send you the link, Chanel. Lisa.
Link it up.
All right. Yep. Link it up. Link it up. Yeah, you do a lot of content. I'm almost in the mood to do like not a lot of live shows and just make videos so that I can get all the work that I need to do done. And we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't even know what I'm doing this week.
That's right. That's right. It's the
Hey,
Letterhack
T-Bone. I was just going to do
Oh,
that
shit,
for,
is
that's my
T-Bone
new
here?
thing. Hey, what's up,
What's up?
T-Bone?
He calls himself T-Bone Side of Life, and he makes graphics and he puts them up on YouTube. But the thing is, he should put them other places, and he writes really well. I think he should have a Medium or something. I always tell him that though.
Medium. What happened to Medium?
Or work on, well, Substack is the new Medium, is the new, everybody's changes around, but you can
Yeah, what happened to Blogspot?
Blogspot, that's still a thing.
I used
With
to have Blogspot.
Sam Carana has a blog.
I can't find it anymore. It was called the Good Shirt Radio Show. It was like men's
Tiva commercial.
Street style. How did I word it? Not street style. It's like a menswear blog, but like a daily.
Oh yeah.
Like not daily, street level. Yeah, this was a while ago. It was kind of like a thing, and
I don't get the whole Substack Medium bullshit. Like I don't get it, man. Like these are just
oh,
like
I love it.
I don't get it. I mean, I
that's-
just don't look. Make your own website. Why do you need to use Substack? Why do you need to have like a
'Cause they've already-
percentage of your
they've
income go to
already-
some right wing Nazi CEO? I just make your own
That's
website.
what I heard.
Like, what do people discover? Like, is there an explore feed on Substack? I mean, like, why? Are
Tell
you
me
tied
about
to this?
that.
I don't
Tell
get it.
me about the owners, because I've heard.
Well, they're
some
just a bunch of
things I
weird
haven't-
crypto fash.
We're not gonna. You know
just
what,
asking
Andrea? It's like
questions type people.
impossible to get away from this shit. It seems.
But I mean, like I had like with video, I get it because like video, like hosting video is kind of it costs a lot of data. Substack is just text, maybe a picture or two.
No, they video. Now
I
you can-
love
now
the
you can put
articles
video
I'm
on
getting.
Yeah, now you can put a video on Substack. I
never
haven't
used
even
it, I'll be
begun.
honest. I'm yelling at clouds here. I don't even know
have
what
an
the hell it
account.
is.
I want to write, but I never do. Just a procrastinator.
Hold on, Andrea, you're anti-crypto?
No,
no.
I'm not. I said
So
they're
I don't-
crypto
with-
fash, as in
She's
cryptographic fascists, as in
Right.
people that pretend not to be fascists, but secretly they are.
Andrea,
know,
you've done pretty
I-
good with crypto, haven't you?
I've done, I
I
was
do have
into
to,
Dogecoin before Elon Musk came around, so needless to say, he's helped me out a little bit.
I do have to apologize for the starting the whole show off talking about that blurry picture thing.
Yeah,
just-
that was.
I
I
was
don't
having
even.
trouble focusing.
Hmm.
Do you know? Did you know? Look, did you know this? If anybody here, and anyone can try, I'm not recommending it, but if anyone tried this, if you take using your phone, if you take a picture of your butt, your selfie, like a butt selfie, it won't be blurry.
A butt selfie.
Yeah, because hindsight's 2020.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's a good one though, actually.
The
Hindsight is
face, the
20/20.
fucking look on you.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
That's how Bill Maher died, taking a
That's
butt
what I
selfie.
That's what I heard.
That was good. Good comment.
Damn.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I used to take selfies in the shower, but I didn't like how they turned out. Guess I have selfie steam problems. That's really hard to say. I can't say it right.
Self-esteem problem. Self-esteem
Wah,
problem. Wow, wow. Oh, you're fired, Pink. That's good. All right, so
That it? Show's over? Okay.
That was a good show. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Go out on a
that
high
was
note.
solid. Yeah. It's a good show. Where's Jake? Is he here?
he's hiding.
Wasn't he just here? Wait,
He's
Was Jake not here tonight?
he's auditing my commercials to tell me what they're about.
Wait, Jake was here before, right?
Yeah, he Jake's-ited before it began.
Oh, he Jake's it like right
Oh.
away. Right away.
Oh.
The Jake's it. Yep.
This is Matt is into some weird I don't really take butt selfies, if that's what you're referring to.
Oh my
That's
god.
part of the joke.
Please, it was a joke. Hindsight is 20/20.
Like
Oh,
every
Lord.
time somebody's like, "Is this your phone?" I'm like, "Put that down.
Ugh.
Don't look at it."
Oh shit.
There was a guy,
Yes.
I had a supervisor. Every time you'd have to go into his office and ask him stuff, and every time he would like minimize a page, a web browser, right?
Oh yeah.
And it was like, after a while, it was like a few of us. There were 4 of us that sat in a graphic design bullpen together, and he wasn't in one day, and we were like, "What is he doing? What is he looking at?" Because like we didn't have iPhones then, so it's not
Oh
like you
my
were looking.
God.
It's not like you were looking at your phone. He could have
Right.
just done it on his phone. We were like, "What is he looking at work that he doesn't want us to know?" Because we get away with everything. Like this was like a Michael Scott type boss where he would come into your office and go pull this up
Yeah.
and show you some fucked up stuff on Reddit or whatever. Or like 4chan even. I'm like, I don't want this on my laptop. Come on, man. But like he would just minimize the page and be like, yeah, what's up? And then I was like, maybe it's like a joke for him. And like we don't get it. And he's waiting for us to get the gag. Like
It is pretty funny.
So one time he got called away to like a not an emergency, but like a emergency meeting where he had to like get up and go, and he left his laptop up, and we were like, "Who's going in there?" And I was like, "I'll fucking do it." So I went in there and just looked at all the minimized pages. What do you think he was looking at?
I think he was just doing some like shopping. Like he probably had like
Ooh,
4chan, Reddit, all the classics, maybe some
what
Twitter
was he looking
up,
at?
just like 48 tabs, reading the news potentially.
Reading the news.
He had
Holy
6
shit.
browsers open, and each one, I thought it was weird. Each one was a Google image search for one was cycling, one was competitive cycling,
That's
one was
right.
Tour de France, one was
Fantastic.
cycling gear, right? And that's all he and
That's
so
awesome. Yeah.
He just didn't want us to see that he was totally wasting his fucking time at work
Yep.
looking at images. Like, so he would go cycling. So we were just like, oh no, this guy was just obsessing over it.
You
Wow.
love cycling. That's
Isn't
it.
that
I mean,
weird?
I feel it though. I don't want anyone to know what I'm browsing. Like, I'm embarrassed if I'm like scrolling on Blue Sky or whatever, watching some slop on YouTube. I don't want anyone to know what I'm
Hey,
fucking
I have a
watching.
question. When
Ugh.
you manage your data on Google, if you like clear it and delete it permanently like a lot, is the trail gone or is there always an electric
They're
trail
never gonna delete it on the server side. That's never
on the
gonna
server?
happen.
It's never going to go away on the server side because I clean it up. I clean everything all the time, but I just wondered how long
They always keep that shit. They always save it. They
they
sell it
keep
off.
it in metadata in tiny little teeny little bits. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There
Yep.
was somebody at that same company who was always playing solitaire on their computer, and their supervisor, they were their supervisor's single subordinate, right? And the supervisor was like, hey, and they told us this story. They were like, every time I come over to your cubicle, you're playing solitaire. Like, you have work to do, right? And they're like, I'm sorry. And so, they're like, they were telling us, because we were all sort of like lower middle management. So like a lot of opportunity to sit around and just be like waiting for someone to get out of a meeting to start our meeting, right? Like a more
Yeah.
important meeting to start our less important meeting. And so we had a lot of opportunity to just kind of like commiserate.
Our
You
less
know?
important
yeah.
It was
meeting.
really annoying, but like we would just shoot the shit a lot. So
Shit.
they're like, so and so is still playing solitaire all the time. And so we'd always follow up and be like, are you fucking kidding? They're still just playing solitaire a lot. So then they got fired, and we were like, what happened? Solitaire? And they were like, yep.
Oh
We were
my
like, holy
God.
shit, what happened? And they said, we were in a meeting upstairs, big conference rooms upstairs.
Ooh.
And they left in the middle of the meeting. And 10
Right.
minutes later, I went downstairs to their cubicle and they were playing solitaire.
No shit.
And I was like, you could be addicted to solitaire. And they fired him on the spot.
I had a
They were
secretary
like,
that
"You gotta
played it,
go."
but she knew when to play and when not to play. And
Solitaire, like the
I-
old Windows 95 one with the robot and the castle and the fish one. That shit, when the cards start like doing that effect where they're jumping out on the screen, man. Wow. Oh shit. I knocked my camera over.
I do remember
Yeah.
that.
Well,
that
I let her do it. I mean, I didn't give her a hard time if she needed to decompress.
Just
and it
imagine.
wasn't a long time. I wouldn't fire her for it,
But
because
imagine when they
It's a
got up
fidget
to
toy,
leave.
you just want to click on the cards. You don't actually. You're
she
thinking
wasn't
about work.
she wasn't abusing it. I know exactly what she was doing. I was a good boss.
I had a
somebody
subordinate
for
one
that.
time that called somebody. They were like talking to them at their desk, and they walked away and was like, "You're a stupid fucker," and walked away. And I was like, "Hey, everyone heard that. You can't. I have to call you out on that. You can't get away with that." And they're like, "Tell me why that's bad." And I was like, "Which part?"
Really? Wow.
I was like, even if I agreed with you or was going to give you a pass or was going to help you get out of this jam, I can't. You just did it right out in the
This
open.
was like just a blurt out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
yeah.
Did this person have any emotional issues or anything?
Apparently.
Tourette's. Will, maybe they had Tourette's and they did that. Was it continuous? Did it happen more than once?
It was what it came down to
That's
was it was
wild.
a very open front lines kind of environment where everyone was like, we have to be able
Wow.
to just let shit
Oh,
go
yeah.
and be crazy sometimes and
Yeah, okay.
swear, and it gets, we've all been here for 10
Yeah.
extra hours today. This is gonna be crazy, and
Yeah. I just
But
couldn't
that
imagine
was
any of
like-
my people calling me anything like
we're
that.
all
Maybe a
on the
bitch
same
under their
team.
breath.
You can't get away with that. We're all on the same
Yeah,
side.
that-
So it was
Well, it's a bit demoralizing for everybody. It embarrasses other people too.
and the
in the
person was
workplace.
sitting there like appalled. And I was like, I stood up and was like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
There was another time where I was equals with someone, and
Oh, and
they
that only happened once. Ever since this experience,
no.
you decided never to be equals with
No,
anyone.
what I mean is, as coworkers, neither one of us was in
Sure.
charge of the other one, and they were shifting a lot of stuff around, and she didn't necessarily like me because I didn't follow the rules in order to get more done. It's not like I didn't follow the rules to get less done. I didn't follow the
Yeah.
rules, so I got like 3 times as much shit done, but that did make it a little challenging for her. And I was like, "Can we do it this way?" And she was just such a stickler for the process. Well, then they put me in charge of her. And it was in like a company meeting where they were announcing who's going to be working for who. And when they said it, I could tell that she was not having it. So I did the perfect thing. I went over to her office afterward and I was like, "Hey, just so you know, you're an expert at what you do. No one else here does it. There's no way I would ever try and manage that. So you just
Right.
let me know if you need anything and I'll be the guy who goes to bat for you." And she was like, "Really?" And I was like, "That's kind of how managers should be." And she was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Ah, okay,
All
it's gonna
right.
be
So
good."
you worked it. You did a good job.
Yeah, I
being a
just was like,
manager.
I'll just be the manager I wish my manager would be.
That's
Yeah, there you
perfect,
go.
though. That was good. See,
Yeah, it totally
that's
diffused it. We got a lot
that's
done too.
that's good. I'm glad. Sounds like it worked out
Yeah, just
after
note to
all.
anyone becoming a manager all of a sudden.
Mm.
Don't be on a power trip.
Well, that'll never happen to me again. So
You never know. There's a whole rebellion
I'm not
about
gonna be a
to take
manager of anything but
place.
6
No,
cats.
we're about to launch like a huge literal revolution. We're gonna need HR. Seriously.
Oh,
I am
that
Think
no
about it.
part of these
okay, I'm
revolutions.
talking
I
about
want nothing to
anywhere
do with
out of
them.
my house.
There's gonna be a rebellion. There will be. How can there not be at this point?
I will
Okay.
never rebel. I
Okay,
love
I
the
will
law.
It'll be
I
peaceful.
will human resource direct the rebellion.
I love peace.
They'll need
I'm
that.
full of peace.
All right, I better get my laws straightened out because everything's changed since the orange turds
No,
and
well,
they got rid of so much.
there will be people texting on no comms missions, right? And they'll be like, "We're trying to be covert," and they're over here texting, like, "What are they doing?" And then you'll be like, "Okay, guys, look,
No signal chat here.
mission critical communications only on no comms. Come on, you know this." They'll be like,
Okay.
"I'm sorry," and you go,
All
"All right,
right.
look."
Ooh, I get to put on my uniform,
Ooh.
Get out
Okay.
the clipboard.
my clipboard. I have a clipboard right behind me. I still
That's what I'm
have one.
saying.
I still have it. Yeah.
Knock the dust
Okay.
off it.
Oh
Get
my
ready.
God. I think I'm so tired. I'm getting so goofy. And it's only been an hour. Usually I make it to 2 hours. I do. I make it to 2 hours. I won't do a Jake's it yet. I'll just sit back.
How many times has Chanel Welch been a part of Left Past 10?
It's this
Just
their
one.
third week, maybe.
Bird?
Okay.
Really? Oh.
Yeah,
I'm getting the impression that they're learning a lot tonight.
she's learning a lot. She's learning a lot. Yeah, she's good. We're supposed to go to protests together all the time, but something comes up. But there's a lot of stuff going on. So we will. The weather's getting better now. It's finally not raining incessantly. We'll do it, Chanel. I promise. Yeah.
Just don't get killed.
No, this is local podunk, Hooterville. We're not going to get killed here.
Yeah, they might. They might kill you.
Actually, people listen. The big one that happened down here with the 220 people, which was really a lot for around here. We got honks, didn't we, Chanel? I mean, we got honks. People were really enthusiastic. So
What's a hunk?
honk,
Is that what you
honk.
call them?
People drive by, they bank their horn. Yeah, a
Oh.
lot of screaming in support. There was only one old man across the street.
And you're like, "We got
carrying-
clean beds, no weeds.
Okay,
Try my product.
knock it off.
We'll fix whatever."
Knock it off. Knock it off. People were super supportive. Yeah, it was great. So I guess there's going to be bigger ones. And
I
then
never understood the honking thing because, like,
they drive
people-
by and they
they
honk.
honk.
Oh,
like,
it's motivating
people
as
do
hell
that,
when you're
like-
out there. Yeah.
but I've seen people honk negatively and positively.
Right.
How could you?
We knew
How
the
would you know?
positive ones because they were
How
all
about-
hanging out the windows, going like this.
And
you know.
also, why are you? I don't get it. I don't get the honking. I really don't, because it drowns out whatever chant's going on. Hurts my fucking goddamn ears. Don't know if you're good coming
Andrea,
or
have you
going.
ever been behind the wheel of a car and honked the horn?
No, fuck that.
Then you don't.
Get out and do something. You're driving by.
Some people have to go to work.
I'm helping. Like, no, you're not. You're driving away like a fucking loser. How
Not
about
if
you
they
get
have
out
to
and
go to work.
scream something?
What if they're an essential employee in a hospital? They have to go to work.
Then fuck them.
That's okay.
Um,
I'm not arguing. No debate.
Stop honking the goddamn horn. And then
Fuck 'em.
these fucking some of these cars have the ear piercing.
Okay, well,
used
there
to
were
drive-
people that just yelled.
I used to get driven around in my friend's dad's VW bus with a broken horn. I've told this story, right?
Mm.
He would honk this horn in anger in traffic, but it was broken.
Yeah.
And it was like, why are you even doing that?
Ugh.
He would go, this fucking. But he would like pound the horn instead of being like beep, 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 beep. It would go,
Right. Because it was an awful old
and
horn.
so
right?
then all 5 of us in the back would die. And we're like in 8th grade, we would die. And there was one time we didn't get arrested, but we got picked up by the MPs on the Naval Academy for setting up a rope swing into the river over like on the academy, the Naval Academy, right? So
Right.
anyway, they were like, you can't do that. We're taking him in. We're calling somebody's dad. His dad was an economics professor there, so they called him. He was really mad because like that's his job. And they were he was really mad at us. And we were like, oh shit, we're like in big trouble. And then he got mad at somebody in traffic while driving us home and honked that horn, and we died. And he was like, shut up, you little
Funny.
fuckers. And we were like, no, dude, this is awesome. We
He
were like,
said
why are you even
little
honking
fuckers.
that? He's like,
He said, and I quote, "Shut up, you little."
shut up, you little fuckers. Yeah.
Where's
Oh,
Nadia
man.
tonight? Nadia's not here tonight.
God damn it, you little fuckers, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I went to see this guy
Yeah.
when I was full blown. I stopped in to see him last summer when I was in town just to be like, hey, how's it going? Right?
When
This is
you
my
were
friend's dad.
full-blown?
Like, he had a what?
You said something about being full blown, and then you
Yeah, there was high wind warning
like
that
a
night.
full blown adult.
So when I was fully grown, when I was, an adult, I had designed for the Olympics and I was in the local paper. And when I went to see him, just to say hi, he goes, hey, I saw you in the paper last year. And I said, you know what? Out of all the people that I was thinking I'd want to see that, it was you, just to see that. So you could see I wasn't a total fuck up. Like I was probably looked like I was on that trajectory as a teenager, but I made it. And he said, he goes, yeah, I saw it. And I was like, I don't know, that dumb bastard. I was like,
Oh.
it was awesome. I was like, that was a perfect answer.
I am never gonna make it to midnight, guys.
Midnight. Hey, geez.
It's only 11.
Just
I know we've
gotta
been on
do
for an
24-minute
hour.
increments here.
Yeah.
And
How many more minutes?
I
So
already got my
48?
answers from a
Is
few
that
people.
the second ad run at 48?
I
we
don't
good?
know.
Are we on track?
I have no clue. I've never done this before. I don't even ever look at my analytics or anything. I don't do any of it.
Okay, I'll put
So
you
it
to
was-
sleep right now.
It was a test.
I have been talking about on this show. I know Andrea's been dying for this segment.
Here we go.
I have been talking about how I'm obsessed with. I need stuff on in the background that you don't have to like watch. You can just listen to, but I don't like just exclusively audio podcasts.
Here we go.
So I've been watching these like haggling YouTube. I did sneakers and then a couple of pawn shops, and then I found a retro toy store.
Okay.
And I realized after like 40 hours of watching their videos that they're an hour away from me. So I went there last weekend.
Yeah.
Here we
and
go.
I bought my favorite childhood GI Joe action figure, which
How
now
much was it?
it was $40 loose, like not
Do you
in
have
a
the figure?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
bazooka.
He's got his collection.
But it was with trade in, it was only $10, and I got a T-shirt, $20 T-shirt, and the $40 toy. I only paid $10. Pretty good, right? So
Yeah, that was cute.
yeah, so in the package, $500,
No.
like unopened. Yeah,
Get out
and
of
that was
here.
one of the cheaper ones.
Oh, I see. It's
And
a
the whole
$500.
store, yeah, the whole store is like glass cases of
So how does the
action
guy
figures
not
like that.
know this? How does he not know that he can get more money for this stuff?
He does. What do you mean?
Oh, so but
No, yeah, this was all in the same store.
oh, I
Like
see.
it's all behind lock and key
Oh,
and glass
Yeah.
cases, right? And they got to open it for you. But
yeah.
like some of them,
Definitely.
like I was looking at one and I was like, okay, these are all $40. And I went over to another part of the store and I was like, oh wow, these are like $80. And then I saw them because it just depends on their condition. Then I saw some like unopened in the package. Some of them were like 900, 800. This one was 500.
God, that would be the day.
was
Oh
wild.
my God.
It was wild. And so then there was a guy at like the back counter in the back of the store. And these are all what's cool is like it would be like if the three of us did this and owned a shop where people could come in and talk with us. So like I look up and there's one of the guys from the videos putting together an old
This
I was
is
like
Hav, you're one of the guys.
I was like,
and Matt shows up.
hi, my name is Bill. Why did I say that? My name's Matt. Hello. But anyway, he's putting together an original Optimus Prime from like 3 incomplete Optimus Primes. Transformer, like the old metal ones. He's like putting it together, like building like a good
Isn't that a
one.
movie? Wasn't
Yeah,
there a movie
a
called
lot of movies.
Optimus Prime?
The Transformers. So I started talking to him and he makes comics. I make comics. So now we're talking about that. Well, then here comes the owner of the store and
He makes comics. I make comics.
I make comics as well. So then the owner of the store came over. So then I started talking to him and he puts on a retro toy convention. I used to art direct for comic convention. So we started talking about that. Like 45 minutes later, we're just like, I'm sitting here with the host of the 3 guys who are in all the YouTube videos, just shooting the shit. It was awesome. It was like a really great, real conversation that okay, you spend all this time watching these people on YouTube, realize you can just go to the store, you just have like this great conversation with it. I thought it was fun. It was
so like
very,
the
very cool.
parasocialism is off the chart right
It
now.
was what's the legit social? It was a
What?
legit social relationship. It wasn't para anymore.
You think so? You think they're sitting over here going,
So
like,
then-
"Oh, was that Letterhack from Left Past 10?
Then on May the 4th, I was doodling and I was like, oh, I'll draw those 3 guys. Like this is what I do. So I
Here we
said,
go.
I'll draw those 3 guys.
Yeah, I'm not
And, like-
parasocial or anything. I'm just gonna draw my favorite YouTubers. Oh my god, it's gonna be great. Maybe I'll send it to them. Maybe I'll get them to sign it. Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm not parasocial though.
They're
That would be
gonna
weird.
make it part of their YouTube. It's gonna be their YouTube banner, and they want to hire me to make more. So
That's great.
that worked.
All right. Okay, I got a question.
Can we get them on the show then? What the fuck? Get them on the show.
Probably.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's actually the way it should do it. Put 'em on
I'm gonna
screen
draw the
one.
Letterhack right now.
It's
Watch
called
everyone watching watches this.
The Eat or Not. No, I asked it. Look at the
Oh.
next comment. Has anybody seen this on Netflix? The Eat or Not. Eat or Not. It's from
What is it?
It's an Argentinian horror movie. It's pretty good actually. I get addicted to these things at night, late at night, and then I don't go to sleep till 2:00 in the morning, and I have to get up.
Oh, the Eat or Not. I just
Yeah.
saw this.
Yeah. Did you watch?
Where is
you
that?
did watch it? It's on
It's-
Netflix.
It's
and I'm on
Swedish or Russian?
It's Argentinian.
Argentinian, right?
And
It's on my list. I gotta
Buenos-
watch it.
Buenos Aires
Is it good?
freezes. Yeah, it's good. And the Just got to
Wait.
get over the little notchy voices, but it's good.
Oh,
Hi,
you don't do it with
Carlos.
subtitles?
No, it's because
Oh,
they're speaking English.
I can't do the dubbed. Turn
Well,
that off. Do the original language with
it's
subtitles.
not that bad actually. It really
I
isn't.
can't do it.
Well, you don't have to. I'm doing it, but I mean, it's like good. You'll like
You
it,
know,
Matt. The way
you know what you would
it.
like? Andor. Do you watch Andor, the Star
No, I
Wars
haven't
show?
watched that yet.
So you don't need to know anything about Star Wars. If you have seen Star Wars Rogue One, you would appreciate this. If you've seen the
Mhm.
first Star Wars movie, you would appreciate Rogue One. You really don't have to see
Okay.
more than that. But like, they're putting out 3 episodes a week for 4 weeks, which is how you do it. And the beginning of every week is 1 year later. So they're
Oh.
covering 4 years and 12 episodes in 4 weeks, which is huge. It's very serious. This week, like the episode I watched this evening floored me. It was so well done. But here's what I found out. 2 of the main characters are played by Spanish speaking actors. That's their first language. It's
Mhm.
it's an English show. It's an American show. But they do the English dub
Oh,
or the Spanish dub
right,
Okay.
right.
themselves.
Yeah.
So they do their part again
Right, they do it twice.
in
so
Spanish,
cool.
but in
Yeah.
Espanol. But he said, what's challenging is we originally did it in English, so our lips don't match up. So we're sitting there like it should be really easy for them because they're so fluent in their original language. It should be easy for them to do this, but instead they have to at least sort of make it match their lips, and so it's not as challenging or it's not as easy as it should be. But hey, what's up, T-Bone?
Pretty cool. T-Bone and Lisa are having a good old time in the chat. Yeah, man. Okay. I love what? G.I. Joe. Very
That's true.
nice. Very
It's
nice.
true.
I used to have G.I. Joe and Barbie. And I
That's
had
awesome.
to say I made them.
You
do
only
it.
got room for one more doll because there's going to be a limit of 3 dolls per
Oh, that's
child in
right.
this
And
country.
5 pencils instead of 220 pencils.
Yeah.
with 5 This guy, oh, don't get me started. God, is he fucked up. Oh,
No, I think I will get you started. Yeah,
No.
orange turd. Fuck him.
orange turd. Don't wake me up on this.
He's
I
going to
just
bring
can't
back
stand it.
Alcatraz because he
All-
saw a movie. Isn't
I
that great?
know. It's like this is so opposite world. I did a video today. I did a video on the Scott Besant 3-minute video, and I think I'm going to make one making fun of every single one of them in the cabinet. I'm enjoying it. Besant is a liar. Holy
I like your
crap.
thumbnail a lot for that one.
Oh,
I
you
haven't
did?
seen the video yet, but
You did?
there it is.
Toy Federation. Toy Federation.
But that guy Basant, he was in the first administration, and he had Howard Lutnick's role, and they had him in that same role this time.
Yeah.
And Musk comes in and goes, no, it's going to be by the book and boring. Bring in our crypto bro Lutnick. He'll do, and by the
I
way,
can't
he'll
stand
do
him
anything
either.
you want, right? He won't be by the book, so that'll really shake it up.
Well, the thing about this Besant, it gets me. QAnon and MAGA seem to be oblivious that Besant worked for George Soros for many, many years in his investing career.
None of them give a fuck about anything.
I mean, it's so funny how everything is George Soros is the left boogeyman, but now Besant, who worked for the left boogeyman for all these years, is now
it's a cult. They don't. There's
yeah,
no
it's
logic.
crazy.
It doesn't matter.
It's
They're just a bunch of
crazy.
fucking. They're not even humans. They're just a bunch
It's
of fish
crazy.
flopping
But
The
around.
higher up you
person-
go, the more homogenized it
But
is.
each personality is an interesting for me. I'm taking like a clip of what Howard. I can't wait to do his, and making them into this horror flick. In 3 minutes. It was pretty good. I like doing it anyway.
I got to go back and watch that.
Yeah, I I'm tired. I think I want to only do a couple of live shows and just put out videos for the summer so I can get the gardenings done and all that. Live shows take a lot of research. I can put these videos together in a couple of days by collecting all of my information. I have like libraries of clips and things. So, and I
Hey, what's
love
up,
doing
T-Bone?
it.
Hey, so Carlos said he was going to draw me. Does Carlos draw? Have you guys caught wind that has he mentioned that he draws, or
Yeah, he might.
is this going to make me look like Gollum from Lord of the Rings,
No.
like Andrea just
All right, listen. What if I go to bed and Carlos comes on with you guys and he can draw you alive? I'm really tired. I love you guys.
show me
I
that
know
picture again.
I know I got a lot of you work and a lot of you in the chat.
Sandy is like
I'm gonna
painfully trying to
say,
duck out of here.
I'm so tired, Matt. Honey, I'm
That's
tired.
awesome. That's so
And
good.
you know I can't wait to get into bed and watch that show.
Oh, Sandy's gonna go play solitaire. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
No, I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna.
What
I'll watch you guys till the end.
if I tried gaming on Twitch and it was just solitaire? Does anybody do that? That would be funny as shit.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It was like,
Well,
oh man, Letterhack's gonna start doing
Jeez.
video games on Twitch, you guys. It's gonna be epic. And I'm just sitting there like, flip.
No, pipe it into senior citizens' homes. The solitaire. Hey, oh my God.
That's funny as shit.
Hi, Giant Curve. Have I reported Marjorie Taylor Greene being interviewed by Cenk on TYT? Did that happen?
Yeah.
Did anyone see
Just such
I
a
didn't
what's
see
her
it.
name?
joke.
Anna's new like right-wing view show. Oh man, that is some brutal cringe. Let me tell you.
Oh,
It's
you guys
so
are all
bad.
so sweet. All right,
My-
I'm gonna
Brutal
say
cringe.
goodnight. I'm really,
Okay, good
really
night.
tired.
Bye, Sandy.
Mwah. I love you. I'll be in
Later.
the other room watching you.
We will
Bye.
I
not
might
talk about you.
sneeze. I might s-
You won't, I promise. Okay.
We
you
will
won't.
not talk about you. Yeah, this is just play Pong. I'm sure you can do that. I'm sure you can do that. So
Absolutely.
Cenk Uygur let Marjorie Taylor Greene say whatever she wanted about the Democrats and agreed with her and the squad and totally agreed with her. Oh, little puppy. And then she never once criticized Donald Trump at all, actually praised him. And Cenk was like, yep, got to give him credit for that. Total fucking shit show. Just embarrassing. Like, do not, like, maybe it's okay if Cenk doesn't call himself a journalist. And maybe it's okay if he doesn't call himself a progressive, but he does. And so that's really a problem. What a good dog.
Max, you're on TV.
Like,
You're
yeah,
on TV.
I know. Yeah, I'm always on TV. Yeah, wait till you go to bed. Jump on here and do left past 3.
Max, is that true? Is that true?
He's like, yeah, Letterhack's dog comes on. I'm on.
Is that real?
Sandy has like 12 cats pop up here. That would actually be that'd be great content. Can we pull that off?
I think so. I think we could.
Anyway, so I'm going back to that toy store.
Oh, great.
You would love it. It's awesome in there. You would love it.
Yeah, I
Something
would
for
love it.
everyone.
Absolutely.
And when I was in there, so what they do is their YouTube videos are people who bring in huge tubs, like bins full of toys and stuff. And like right as I was getting ready to leave,
Where'd
somebody
Sandy go?
you scare her off. Right as I was getting ready to leave, somebody
Next
came in with like 4 bins and they just activated. They were like, oh, they
Gotta
went
go.
into mode. Yeah, it's nuts. But they know everything about all toys. It's not like they are aficionados. I think that
Bring them on the show.
transcends
Get them
being a
on
nerd.
here. Prove that this is not parasocial. Say, fuck it. You're going to do their banner art. for free. They don't need to pay you, but they have to come on Left Past 10.
I have some more art coming up. Oh, they don't have to pay me. Yeah, pay me by coming on my group show.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is not. No.
Yep.
I got some more art that I'm doing. It's gonna be fun. Can't tell you about it though, not yet.
Oh,
Do you want to hear an email I got from somebody who thought they could? It's called YouTube Video SEO and Channel Monetize Expert.
Oh, nice.
It's from Bobuli Begum.
Here we go.
Bobuli Begum. Hi, dear. Okay, so right away, either
This
I'm
is
the
good.
kind of person that's like, oh, my mom calls me dear, or I'm the kind of person that goes spam block,
Yep.
right? So right away, you're only giving me two. I mean, do something more neutral. But it says, hi, dear. Hope you're well, and thanks.
Off to a great
Like,
start.
thanks for what?
Yep.
So it's hope you are well, comma, and thanks. Period. No space. I will discuss growing your YouTube channel. Now, the Y
That's
and the
good
T
news.
are capitalized in YouTube, and it's one word. So, like, why did you care to get that right? But you've made so many mistakes
Oh yeah.
right away. I had a good look at your YouTube channel, comma, and I find your video content very good. Period. Now, an exclamation point there would have sold it
Yeah,
a
that
little
would
more,
have
but
been.
okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But no revenue is coming from your channel because your channel is not monetized. I want to work on monetization in your channel. I will complete 4K watch time. Okay, so hold on, let me get. But no revenue is coming from your channel, comma, because your channel is not monetized, comma. I want to work on monetization in your channel, comma. I will complete 4K watch time and 1,000 plus subscribe in your channel, period. No space. And I will do SEO and promote each video. So look, it is monetized. I get
First of all,
money from this.
I have like 5,000 watch hours. Thank you.
I have 12,832 watch hours from the last 28 days. I make just enough money to justify doing this. But
many watch
anyway,
hours
it
have
is
I gotten?
monetized.
Let
This
me
is
check
just
this.
wrong. Your channel name is the Letterhack. Oh, okay. Hold on. It said I will do SEO and promote each video. With SEO and promotion, you can get more than 2,000 plus views
That's not bad. Yeah,
per
2,000.
video would be awesome.
I love that it's more than 2,000 plus.
Yeah, that's
So it's like 2,000 plus is a number, but it's even
so
more than that.
2002.
Well, 2,000 plus could
2001.
theoretically lead to infinity. Anything above 2,000, right?
More
So you
than
could just
that.
round that up to infinity. So it's more than infinity.
And then it says your channel name is the Letterhack. And that's bold, right? Your channel name is the Letterhack and has 7.59 thousand subscribers. Okay, so you are on the homepage. Period. No space. By monetizing your channel, you can earn channel income very quickly. Still,
Oh.
no exclamation points, which at any time would have made this that much better. I can guarantee that you will make money from the first month. Yeah, because I already okay. I saw a funny chat. Period. No space. Sometimes there is a space. Sometimes there isn't. Our main objective is to make your videos reach your target audience as well as promote your business and you on YouTube. I have worked with over 1,000 plus clients. Which again,
over 1,000 plus.
right, it could be like
Nice.
millions
That's a lot.
and millions.
Well, let's ignore the over, ignore the plus. Let's say he just worked for 1,000 clients. That's a lot of people. Like he
Yeah,
must have been at
yeah.
this for like 10, 20 years, you know?
Well,
like, geez.
and it says I have worked with over 1,000 plus clients who are happy with my work, period, no space. Let me know if you have
Well,
any
that implies
feedback
that
about
there's
my work.
another cohort that's unhappy. Like I have 1,000 plus
Right.
that are happy. You know, the rest.
Well, but then they said, let me know if you have any feedback about my work.
Hmm.
No website
Yep.
linked.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
like
Any
she
link to
doesn't
the
list.
1,000, the over 1,000 plus
They don't list
individuals?
any of them.
Hmm.
How? Yeah. No, actually, I don't have any feedback. I'll let you know when I do.
Yeah.
I
And it
guess.
won't be anytime soon.
I mean, if over 1,000 plus, tell me who one of them is, maybe?
I mean, there's a lot to choose from. It's really hard to think of them.
I just love how they're like, your YouTube channel is called The Letterhack. Oh,
Is that what it's
you
called?
know what? You do good work. Damn. Because I keep forgetting to mention that part.
Yeah. I mean, it's a deep cut. You know, it's buried in there. It's a secret track.
Yeah, it's not in the intro or the outro. I never write it anywhere. Like, it's not on the screen right now. Oh, wait, yes, it is.
Got to
The
explain
fucking
the joke.
logo is everywhere. Oh my God, it's so weird. Why do people look? I get that it's spam. I get that it's phony. Are people taking them up on that? Why do they
At
keep
least
sending these
somebody
out?
has. At least one person has.
Really? How much money do you think they charge?
At least over $1,000+.
I actually did a thing one time where I replied to one. I was gonna make a segment out of it, and they never got back to me. But
That's funny. That's good.
what is it though? It's like I get these a lot. And I'll get like the guy with no followers, no post on Instagram who's like hitting me up in the DM saying, "Hey, I noticed you haven't been getting back to me about this. I'm serious." And I'm like, "You don't seem serious. You seem like a nag and spammy, and it's not serious. Why are they bothering? Do they really look at me and they go, okay, we can make money off this guy by telling him we can make him money because obviously he's not making any money." This seems like the worst business model I've ever heard of.
Well, first of all, they take one look at you, and let's be honest. You look like someone who doesn't know much about this whole YouTube thing.
Right.
Let's just be real.
I know more every day, but okay, I hear you.
You're learning every day, but you're not learning much. So they're thinking, oh, we can get this guy. So then they send you this fucking shit. They just think you're going to read it and go like, oh, they're calling me dear. That's wonderful. You're going to immediately respond. You're going to put your credit card number just in the email, just raw in there. That's what they're expecting. They're expecting at least someone to do that. And if at least one person does it, probably costs like 14 cents to like mass send out all these emails, right? So if at least one person gets back to them, they've already profited.
What would they do? One time I asked David Grossman. I sent him a DM and was like, I refrained. I should have said, I don't buy into this. So it came off like I was asking, hey, should I be taking it serious? When I already wasn't. And I was like, I wonder if I look like kind of a noob to him asking him this. But I was basically like trying to say, what is it that they would do? Because they just say SEO. They don't even say what SEO means. They just go, hey, we'll do your If I knew what SEO was, wouldn't I be on it or have weighed the options of whether or not I should hire someone to help me with it already, or if I could do it on my own, or if it didn't matter at all? What would they do? What would they do
If you
different that
just,
I
like,
can't
replied
do?
with, oh, what's SEO?
Well, what would they do that I would need to
Well,
pay
basically
for?
what they want is they just want you to give them your password so that they can sign in and then take all your account and your money and your
Yeah, because
items.
like, it's like I go to get my brakes fixed because that guy can do that and I
Yep,
can't,
yep,
and I need it.
that's right.
I have a YouTube channel. Somebody's like, dude, we could do your SEO, man. We can get you monetized. and it's like, oh, I didn't realize my SEO was broken and I need someone who does SEOs. How much? But it was funny because I was just like, what would they do? Should I be doing something?
Basically,
Should
yeah.
I
Like,
be doing what they're saying they can do? But it didn't come. It came
well,
off
if you
like,
want to make easy money, yeah, you can do that.
no, but not. Oh, so that's the old bit where it's like, hey, send me $20 and I'll tell you how to make $20.
Yeah, send me $20. I'll immediately give you 40. It's that easy. You double your money in 5 seconds.
There's the old bit where it was like, I can tell you how to make $20. Send me 5 in a self-addressed stamped envelope, and then you send them back. Run an ad saying you can make people $20, whatever. So, it's a fucking scam. But when I asked, what is it that they are saying they can do, and can I be doing that? I didn't phrase it properly, so it looked like I was asking. And just so everyone knows, David Grossman is Benjamin P. Dixon's producer, so like that's why I was asking him, because like he knows this stuff. So, but it came off like I was asking, should I take this spammer up on their offer? And I felt so stupid. I had to explain to him later that I'm not that dumb. That bed looks so comfortable.
It is. I can assure you. Look at him.
Crashed out. He's barely awake.
He is not. He's completely.
Can he hear me?
Maybe a little bit.
You have headphones on?
I do, but
Max.
sometimes.
Maxie.
No, I guess not. He's out.
Nothing. He's like, yeah, this isn't real. It's virtual. I don't do parasocial dog owners.
You really should. You really should.
Well, I got to get up and go to a graduation tomorrow morning. Might be raining. The reason why I got to get up and prepare is because I actually have to like get dressed and go away from the house. Yeah.
Huh. He's
Jet.
Can you hear the snoring at all?
No.
I don't. Yeah, but it's pretty great. It's awesome.
Jet is saying that I have Rocketeer hair. And oh yeah, that's funny as shit. Kinda. Yeah, kinda.
Look at this guy. This is crazy.
You know what shocks me is people watch this. We're at 74 viewers.
This show, the one we're on right now?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Is there anything that you want to talk about in particular?
Like what? What's the what genre? Give me a genre.
No, that's what I just asked you. Is there anything you want to talk about? I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
No, you asked me for something particular, and I'm asking you for a genre. Like, give me a genre, then I'll give you something particular.
A genre or a category?
Category. That works.
Because like genre would be like horror.
That's true. I had to take a picture of this dog. 1 second.
Rom-com. Go. Rom-com. Go. Sci-fi rom-com. Go.
So I'm taking a picture of this dog. Just give me a second.
Vegan sci-fi rom-com. Go.
Don't let the Brussels sprouts hit you on the way out. 2012.
Oh, it's so ahead of its time. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
That shit was so ahead of its time. Because number one, I can't believe they allowed them to make that. That just seems like the sort of thing where they would be like, "It's not gonna work."
Sometimes I feel like it's
edgy.
it's like a Mandela effect thing. Like they didn't actually make it, and I just somehow I remember them because it feels like something that you saw, but like you shouldn't have seen, and then you go to look it up, and then it's kind of like where.
And everyone thought what's his name had that like fake bald cap on, but he actually shaved all of his head. And
no,
like,
he had a real bald cap on.
They're like, you could have faked
it was a real one.
You could have totally faked it, and nobody would have been the wiser. But he was like, "Oh, I'm committed," and they're like, "For that movie?"
That's right, yeah.
But that's pretty good. I said vegan sci-fi rom-com, and you just nailed it. And
Yeah.
nobody has ever seen that movie. Nobody has ever seen Don't Let the Brussels Sprouts Hit You on the Way Out. Because, one, it sounds fake. Two, skip, right? Like most people would be like, I'm going right past that
It
stupid.
definitely does sound fake. I can assure you it sounds really fake. But it's not. It's real.
It's totally real. Half of it is black and white for no reason. It was like a mistake, and they were like,
No,
"Oh
I mean,
well,
there's
what
a
are we gonna do?"
reason. It's
Yeah, but it's not.
it's an
It's not.
artistic, they're trying to make people like
There's
walk
no
out going, why was
story
it black and
context.
white out of there?
There's no story context for it at all. But it is at the end. It was. I think it was more of a rom than a rom-com, and the
Well, I
sci-fi
mean,
parts
it's
were kind of
comedic.
weak.
Now the sci-fi, it's like, it's time travel.
But
You
the
can
whole
just
third
anything
act
that's-
is romance, just pure. And I was like, okay, what is this?
Oh yeah, it is. It's honestly, it's. I would even go as far as to say it's more romantic than anything Sandy has conjured up on the show, and she's known for that kind of stuff. So
Look at her like yelling at me. Okay, Matt. Send a picture from tomorrow to me. Look at her. Getting
send
mad.
a picture from tomorrow. Like you have a picture from
Yeah,
tomorrow?
it's not like I have somebody coming to work in my yard, Sandy. What kind of pictures do you want? That would be funny if we just started trading pictures of random dudes working in gardens.
That would be funny.
Like, oh my God, Sandy, you're gonna love this one. Anyway, okay, let's do another one. Let's do another one. I'm going to say Italian
Mm-hmm.
cuisine. That should give you a hint right away because we've talked about this. Horror short film.
Is this
Italian
a pop
cuisine,
quiz?
horror short film. Go.
Just name anything in that genre.
No, you know the one I'm thinking of.
Say the
Oh,
keywords
maybe you
again.
don't. Italian cuisine, horror short film.
A pizza flesh.
Is that real?
Of course. That's what you're talking about, right?
That's fucking great. No.
Oh. Well, what were you talking about?
Spaghetti shoestrings,
Oh, right.
which is because we talked about that a lot. But that's another one nobody saw, which was produced by what's her name?
I don't remember. Yeah, I'm not. I can't read Italian.
It's like one of those movies where they're like, you won't know anybody in it. Oh, but so and so produced it, so it's gotta be good. Spaghetti shoestrings. Now, what is pizza flesh? That is witty as hell.
A pizza flesh. Yeah. Get
Now,
it?
is that pornography?
No. It's like Night of the Living Dead, but like in Italy.
A
And the main
pizza flesh is somebody
characters-
like eating pizza, but it's like
Well, the main characters
Got a
own a
hand.
pizza joint, right? And then so like they're cooking up the pies when the zombies take over, and like the first scene where they find the zombies is like they open up the fridge or freezer or something, they just scoop out some meat and they're like, whoa, what is that in there? It's a pizza flesh.
genius.
Yeah.
That's exactly how they pitched it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Like
It
the
was.
studio guys were like, "Oh, okay, yeah,
I get it. Yeah.
you get it. All right,
Yeah.
good. No, my kids love pizza. Let's do it." My kids are always talking about pizza. No, that'll be great. Have you seen the Seth Rogen show on Apple Plus? It's called
Yeah, me. I'm
studio.
always watching the latest releases on Apple Plus. I'm staying up
You
to date.
know of it?
Never heard of it. Never owned Apple Plus. Never owned an Apple product of any kind.
Who's the guy from Breaking Bad? Mr. White?
Mr. White? What?
Yeah,
Brian
the actor.
Cranston?
Yeah, Bryan Cranston's he plays the head of the studio.
All right, I'm in.
And it
You
was
got
just
me?
one episode.
Oh, just one episode.
I haven't seen the last couple, so maybe he came back. But Seth Rogen takes over as like he's gonna run the studio, and he's trying to sell him. Bryan Cranston's trying to sell him on this awesome new franchise. It's gonna be such a big deal. It's gonna be huge, and it's gonna be bigger than Barbie, and it's gonna be massive, and they gotta do it. And Seth Rogen's like, I'm so excited, and he's like, Kool-Aid. And he's like, what? And he goes, yeah, Kool-Aid. It's gonna be awesome. And so now Seth Rogen's like, oh, I wanted to make like a real art piece, you know? So he goes to meet, spoilers, by the way. So he goes to meet with Martin Scorsese, and Martin Scorsese says he wants to make the movie about the Jonestown Massacre, and he wants Steve Buscemi to play Jim Jones.
That's good. That's good. Is this real?
No, but it was in the show. And then Seth Rogen's like, can you call it Kool-Aid? Right? So he's like, I can make a Kool-Aid movie, but it's going to be about.
That's good. That's good.
That would have been fucking awesome. A movie about Jonestown called Kool-Aid. That's a great idea.
It's a really, if only copyright law wasn't.
Not for Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid would be like, please don't.
Yeah,
right?
We do not want to be associated with that at all. Really?
So he buys it off Scorsese for $10 million so he can kill it. That's how he plays it off. And
damn,
he breaks it to Scorsese at Charlize Theron's party, and Scorsese starts crying. And he's like really crying. He's hurt. And so Seth Rogen's like trying to get Charlize Theron kicks him out of the party. So he's leaving. And on the way out, Steve Buscemi comes in and goes, hey, we're making Kool-Aid, right? And he's like, oh, there's Marty. Why is he crying? And it's fucking awesome. It's not, the show sort of dips after that. But anyway, I just ruined.
Did you buy the dip?
First episode for everyone. So
okay.
That's the first one.
That's good show. Good show.
Anyway, I went to this retro toy shop over the weekend. It's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, you find it and you're like, wow.
I didn't even know this was here.
Doesn't seem like it should be here.
It's like they teleported in from another dimension.
Yeah. The studio has a drum, like a bongo soundtrack. Like everything's always moving real quick, like single shot style. People walking fast, and it's like bunk, 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 bunk. So there's that.
It's not bad.
Is it? Are we far enough along now that I can talk about The Last of Us spoilers? Did you play The Last of Us? The video game's been out for a long time, right?
Nah, I don't. I stopped playing games when that came out. It's a long. New Zoomer shite. I don't play that shit. Kid stuff.
You know about the show?
I'm aware that it's a game and a show.
Yeah, and there's some pretty drastic changes in the second season, which I guess is the second version of the game. Like what do they call it when there's like a second release? The Last of Us 2?
Is it a second version or is it a sequel?
Like a continuation, yeah.
Sequel. A version, a second version is like the same game where they like change something. A sequel is a different game.
Not a different game.
Okay.
For me, I don't know how this would translate in a game. I don't know if people would be upset by such a drastic change. But in the show, I was like, that's why I was watching the show. I was watching the show for that.
Mm-hmm.
He's all over, that element's all over the promotional stuff. When I go on to HBO, there's a big picture of this one thing. It's like, yeah, that's the show I'm watching. But then when you turn on the show, that's not it. I guess everyone knows what I'm talking about or not. I don't know. It's dumb. I was just like fed up. I was annoyed by it. And I tried to keep watching it. And I'm like, no, I don't care. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to know how that stuff translates in a video game versus a show. Oh, we lost 10 viewers. Good. Maybe we can wrap this up.
Nice. Nice. That's
There
great.
are 10 people who have come to their senses. I was
They left
seriously just
before the
killing
Kool-Aid
time.
gets- yeah.
I was trying to get to a point where it felt
Imagine
like,
leaving the Jim Jones cult like 10 minutes before the Kool-Aid incident. Like, wow, I
They-
really escaped.
do you know what happened to the people who tried that? The journalist.
Yeah, they got, but imagine successfully, like,
Well, some people did make it, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe not.
I don't remember. They shot down a bunch of fuckers. They really, you gotta hand it to Jim Jones.
Do you?
I think so. Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
I mean, look, I think there's always going to be something appealing about I've got us a piece of land where we don't have to worry about politics and taxes and commune life, right? Like I fantasize about that daily. I'm not
Oh,
kidding. I'm
oh,
pretty
yeah.
sure I brought it up to you on and off air about like,
Big
wouldn't this be
time.
cool if it went like this? But I'm not also saying that I'm the Messiah and all
Oh,
that stuff in the Bible was actually about me.
Well,
Who
that's the thing.
knew?
If I were to start a cult, like, yeah, I'm not a messiah. I'm just the smartest person you've ever met, and that's real. That's verifiable. You've never met anyone smarter than me. Let's be honest. So come on to my little piece of land. Don't worry about taxes. I'll take care of that.
No audience capture, really?
No
You can
audience
just
capture. Yeah.
reverse that.
Flip it over. Yeah.
No way.
Yep. That's right.
There's no. I just imagine like you look at Jim Jones and you're like, he never took his sunglasses off. Nah, I wouldn't trust him. Sorry.
I mean, maybe like when he sleeps, in the shower.
He didn't have a problem with his eyes, and he never took his glasses off. There's something wrong there.
No.
But like for me, if I was like, hey guys, here's the pitch. We're gonna pool our resources. We're gonna get off this grid. We're gonna make it work. We've got different people who can do different things: carpentry, electrical, tech guys, cooks, daycare, whatever it is. We're gonna be like a big family. We're all gonna be in it together. You can't leave, and I'm Jesus. Who's in? You'd be like, it just fell apart pretty quickly.
It had to be in the
I
first
knew
half.
this was too good to be true. You know what I mean? Like I knew this sounded way too good. Right at the end there where you said no one's allowed to leave and I'm Jesus, like I'm out. And they go, well, I got one more thing that might actually change your mind. Only I sleep with everybody. Men, women, just me. Nobody else gets to. And if you're married, I get your spouse for pleasure. Now tell me
Yeah.
that doesn't
That
sound
sweetens
tempting.
the deal. Yeah, for sure.
And then you get maybe a couple more people who are like, oh no, I'm definitely out of there. No. And he goes, okay, and look, we're gonna name it. We're gonna name the place after me. We're gonna call it Letterhack Town. Now you can see some people going,
Not
okay, I
bad.
don't care what you call it.
That's good.
Okay. You want to call it Letterhack Town? Fine, you can call it that. You want to call it Andrea Town? Go for it. Rovensky
For Andreaville.
I don't care. Rovensky it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But what was that part about? We can't leave and you're Jesus and we can only sleep with you. You go, yep. And I'm never taking these sunglasses off ever. Oh, is something wrong with your eyes? Nope. Yeah, see, I can't. I knew
Too
I couldn't
weird.
trust this.
Yeah, it's too weird for sure.
And then not only were people into it, but they were so into it that when he was like, they're trying to take this away from us, which is like, let them. What do you mean? Like,
I've
you
been here
can't take
long
this
enough.
away from us.
Bored, yeah.
This is nothing here works in my favor. I can't let them take this away from me. And he's like, so we're gonna put cyanide in the Kool-Aid and drink it. and they're like, well, good idea. It's wild what the cult thing continues to baffle me. I can't figure it out. Look at that. Good God. Domestic dog. But if they made a movie about that and called it Kool-Aid,
Steve
I don't think
Buscemi.
it's gonna hurt Kool-Aid sales. I really don't. I think it would be a very artful move.
This guy's dreaming, so he's twitching around. He's going insane.
Who is he? Is he playing with his owner or is he chasing somebody? Does he have?
Well, he doesn't
like,
have an owner. He's liberated.
Is he bloodthirsty? Well, he
There's no
relies on you,
collar.
right?
Well, yeah, I'm not an owner. He doesn't have a collar. There's no
My
chips.
dog doesn't have a collar.
Yeah, he's liberated. I'm
My
just
dog
his friend.
also does whatever I say.
Max, sometimes he defies me, but that's fine. You know, he takes my suggestions. Oh, look at those ears.
Suggestions. That's awesome. You're like, I said sit, and that's not a suggestion.
Well,
All right, let's wrap it up. Andrea, I do have to go.
look
I
at those
have stuff to
legs.
do.
Look at that. He's running. He's running. Look at the
Yep.
legs. He's running. He's jumping. Oh, he's going somewhere. Oh man.
When my dog hears somebody at the door
great.
and like barks and goes crazy, if I open the door, she runs past whoever's there and looks around. And I'm like, that's how I know my dog is barking at somebody specific.
Yeah, yeah.
See what I'm saying? Because it's just when there's a knock on the door or the doorbell or a car door or a van door sliding open and shut,
There's
she
one of them.
loses it, but she'll run out there and go right past that person and look around. I'm like, who is she looking for? So take into account that my dog was born and spent the first year living on the streets in Corpus Christi, Texas. And then she was taken to the Humane Society in Boulder, Colorado. I think whoever picked her up and put her in the van because there was like a pipeline from Corpus Christi to Boulder. I don't know why, but like they had a lot of dogs that would go there. And I think that she is always looking for whoever drove that van.
Revenge.
She hasn't forgiven him.
Yeah, well, fuck him.
Although, as you know, the consequences were ending up with me, which is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, but let's be honest. You know,
could not have been better. Don't forget the better hack.
Yep. That's right. That's right.
Don't forget. If I always say, if you like me, meet my wife. It only gets better.
You should start a show. Call it Letter and Better.
That's where better hack comes from.
It comes from the show Letter and Better.
No, just that they rhyme.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna try and make it to midnight. I'm not.
Yeah, it's actually a lot closer than I thought. It's only 6 minutes ago. 6 minutes away. Wow.
I just want people
5
to
minutes.
know this has been a very stressful week for me. Like, you don't know this. I haven't talked about it. I won't talk about it except for right now. It's been pretty stressful for me.
Yeah, well, I don't mind filling them in. Like, Matt basically went into debt getting to that toy store. You know, he had to borrow money. And you know, he told me not to say it on air, but fuck it. I got to get to midnight somehow.
Thanks.
He asked me for $10,000 to drive out there to that toy store. He says it's like an hour away. It's really like 40 hours away. It's like across the country. But he's like, I can't stop watching their videos. I watched every video on their channel. I need more. I subscribe to the Patreon.
$10,000 to get there for 40 hours away. Which
I don't know. Well, you want to
no
go on the
sense.
spending. You know, you don't want to drive there empty-handed. You want to buy the GI Joe. You said that was like a $3,000 figure or something. It's, you know, like, you know. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. why not? Let Letterhack live a little. And you know what? As long as I don't have to hear about this goddamn toy store anymore. And then what does he do? He comes back on this fucking show and he tells the goddamn story. I'm like,
There you go.
didn't we have one goddamn condition about this? Wasn't there like at least one thing that we could agree on? But apparently not.
Sorry. Not sorry.
So very stressful week.
Well, I
You're
mean,
wearing a watch? Since when
Oh,
are
yeah.
you wearing a watch? When does that
every
really?
show. What do you mean?
Really? You're always wearing a watch? Huh.
Charlie Brown. Yeah, I take it off and put it on this desk. And then when I sit down to do a show, I put the watch on.
Really?
It's
Never
a
noticed.
ritual.
Why do you
Yeah.
put the watch on? Why?
Because I like having an elevating piece.
I used to when I was in elementary school, I got a
time's
I got a
wrong.
watch. I used to wear the watch on my right hand, and I remember constantly getting bullied because I wore it on my right hand. Like the teachers were mad at me, like you're not supposed to wear a watch on your right hand. And I'm right-handed, for Christ's sake. What do you mean I'm not supposed? I never understood it. Haven't worn a watch since.
Well, I like watches. I have a lot.
Well, who watches the watch?
I haven't changed the time since the time change, which just goes to show I wear that watch here, but I don't use it.
That's right.
But like it's not on right now. It feels weird. Anyway, we gained a couple of viewers.
Oh, we're going back. They bought the dip. That's great.
I think we got rated.
Did we?
2 more viewers.
Nice.
Anyway, thanks for hanging out, Andrea.
Me? What?
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe next time we'll have 4 people here
Probably not.
instead of 2.5. Well, now we're back up to 70 viewers. Uh-oh. I feel guilty ending the show.
So let me we got 2 minutes left.
Yeah, you want to pitch anything? What do you got
Yeah,
coming up?
well, I'm not that good at pitching. I prefer something else. Anyway, there's new viewers here. Are they new?
I don't know. Sure.
Sandy had some new viewers, I think.
Oh yeah. Got it.
Go to YouTube and type in Doom speedruns, and you should see my face and
Do that.
subscribe. Yeah. People always love to say, "Why isn't Andrea making videos?" I make several. It's just you don't want to watch them because I'm not talking in them. So I don't know what to tell you.
And
Midnight.
I'm not on air tomorrow, but I have a video premiering at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. That's Thursday. And it's all of my regretful Trump voter fuck around and find out segments. It's 5 of them to date, all in one 2-hour compilation that starts at 10 a.m. tomorrow. There will be a live chat if you want to get in there. Soul Life, I expect you to be on your best behavior.
Yeah, Soul Life, you fucking piece of shit.
Every Soul Life is just every time pushing the boundaries, pushing.
Motherfucker doesn't know his place.
Know your place, Soul Life. Nobody
You
rated us,
shit.
Sandy. I was joking because our view count went up by 2.
Yeah, well, it was, yeah, it's an impressive. How many viewers do we have? Like, 43,
70.
62, 70. Why?
Soul Life.
What are they watching this for?
Soul Life is asleep. He's not here right now. So,
Yeah, I'll watch the VOD. That piece of shit.
you know what, Soul Life? Get your act together, buddy. You're always trying
Unbelievable.
to be sarcastic, but there's no sarcasm font.
Unbelievable.
I'll never forget that time that my wife said, "Is Soul Life joking? Who is Soul Life?" I was
Fucking
like, yes.
is Soul Life joking? Semicolon. Who is Soul Life? I ask myself that every Wednesday, I think.
Have you ever heard the calls from Soul Life when he called into my show a couple of times?
No, I'd like to keep it that way, but tell me more.
Oh, they're just like, if he called in weekly, it could have been a thing, but
Flake? Is that what he's doing? He's flaking out. Can't keep it up.
those calls were whatever he does in the chat is the equivalent or a little more.
Yep. Yeah. No, I got to check it out. So it's midnight on the
12:02 on the East
Eastern
Coast.
Yep, on the
And
East
we
Coast.
lost. Ooh, we lost 7. Got one more viewer.
Okay.
That's starting to look like my subscribers. 7,602, 7,095, 7,598, 95, 601, 99, 608, 93. I can't. It drives me insane. Why does it do that?
This is what Letterhack does. Is he wakes up, he looks at his YouTube Studio app. He's looking at the. They've got like a little button on there for minutely subscriber count. You can see it every minute, every 60 seconds. They give you a live update. Letterhack wakes up. He has notifications tied every time there's a -1. So if you ever unsubscribe from the Letterhack, do it, at like 2 a.m. so it wakes him up. And then he's going to go, who unsubscribed? I get woken up because Letterhack sends me a text at 3:15 a.m. the other day.
I'm like, lost another one.
I lost 5 subscribers in one night. What do? I can't sleep. And I'm like, well, neither can I because you keep fucking talking to me.
Classic mic drop ending.
It would have been classic if you didn't fuck it all up.
Nobody can hear this.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm using my real voice.
Oh.